we're talking about Luke's Kitchen for the people listening who probably haven't been to, such an opportunity to come to the Coromandel this summer and visit one of the most iconic restaurants in the Coromandel. Can you take me through the journey? Did you envision Luke's as what it is now? How was the start?
Oh, definitely not. No, it was just a bit of a throw together. It was Dad. Dad always thought that spot there was going to be destined for something more than a garage. And it was quite social anyway. Like he said, it was hard to work because people were always popping in and having beers after work or whatever. So he had a couple of people tried before me and it didn't quite work, but on that spot. And then I'd been cooking, I'd done my chefing, and I'd travelled, and then put a caravan on there. Dad did, and then started the ball rolling. And I think the locals, it was Nadalka and Mark and a couple of locals that named it Luke's Kitchen because I hadn't named it. It wasn't official. Kitchen. And I was actually there filling out my health and safety form. I was like, oh man, what do I call this thing? I have to put something on this. And they said, oh, Luke's Kitchen. And then there it is. So yeah, and then it's grown.
What were you selling in the caravan? What was the thing?
The first year, far out. I think we had like a really pretty healthy sandwich and I was making my own bread. We might have just done I think it was hand cutting chips as well.
Wow.
Far out. It was just me. Yeah, I'm just a bit vague here. Might have been cooking mussels. Maybe that came the next year. But it was pretty simple. And then I closed. I just opened the summer, then closed for the winter. And then the pizza oven came along and we built that for the second summer. Me and a friend, John Buckham. I was the concrete stirrer and he was the master. And the oven was built. And I learned how to make pizzas in Perth with these nutso Italian dudes. And they were full on angry Italian chefs, and I was cooking on a grill next to them, and I was sort of always peering over the shoulder, and they never really gave me a go, but I sort of was watching. But so then that evolved after that year of working with them. I thought, you're gonna have to give this a crack. And then a roof was built, and the shed was converted, and Dad's tool shed. Dad went to Vietnam for a holiday, and I converted his tool shed into a bar.
Surprise! Your tools are gone, but you got a bar.
It was super dark because you couldn't find anything. All of these things and bits, I was like, that's junk. He won't need that. I'm trying to clean his shed out. Oh, man, did I pay? But he had this other little building. We tidied it all up, made it look cool. And then that turned into the bar that is still the bar now. And we're serving drinks out of there. And we were like BYO for a couple of years underground, and we got in a bit of trouble for that because we were getting too popular. Too many people were coming, and people would roll up with their chili bins and just sit on them and drink and bring their own glassware, and we'd have Roy or lots of locals jamming, playing music, heaps.
That was great.
Yeah, it was pretty organic. Great. Gravel, a few bits and pieces, old cars and stuff flying around. It was good. And then every time it changed, it was actually, I was sort of pushed. It wasn't a decision. I knew something had to happen, but it was always a
next step.
A little shove from DCDC or someone, hey, come on, you got to sort this out. You got to sort this out. Or this. So, then I got a liquor license because I had to. Yes. And that was a massive step. Lots of things came along with that. And then and responsibility. And she's organically grown over 14 years now. It's a pretty cool little bar.
Teenager.
It's a teenager, yeah. Teenager. December.
I remember rocking up there one night, and the shed was open, and there was probably 1.5 meters of the inside of the shed, and then you had I think it was a ply wall.
Yeah.
And we're all sitting in there, and we're all just jamming hard out. Those were the things that I remember.
Yeah.
And, your uncles would rock up and old Paulie's going for it. It was so cool, man. It was so cool. Those are the memories I've got of, what's it called again?
I don't know. Someone's kitchen.